Are returning to service. Some of the volunteer fire service units are returning to service within the next hour, but it will be a lengthy operation in an active scene for quite a while because it was a lot. There's no new information from our end on the fire itself. A lot of information you can get from Novelis corporate, depending on what they want to give you or to say. But I'll take any questions and we'll see what we can.
So you're saying, so the fire, they said it's going to be ongoing. It's going to
it's going to be an active scene for quite a while. Now that includes making sure there are no more flare-ups, and that everything is knocked down, and people are able to leave and know that it's not going to start up again. You know, this is the same thing as it happens at a house fire.
And did you head in there at all? Have you seen what it looks like?
I can't see a thing from the command post. No.
Right.
No, and I wouldn't be allowed in. But the number of fire departments is impressive because of the number that we drew in. Some of them will be starting to go back into service in the next hour or so, but they will still keep a few on hand for a few more hours, I'm sure.
Do you know if there would be a change in any safety protocols going forward?
That I cannot answer. On the Novelis side, you should talk to the corporate communications person. On the Oswego County side, I'm not aware of any safety issues they face, but we can ask Shane later.
I'm just curious, so do you know if earlier you mentioned that there was sort of a combination of water from on-site, water coming from tankers, and water coming from the neighbor?
The water that they got came from on-site, and they also tapped into the Scythe water line and the fire department to bring that water to the scene from the fire hydrant. They used a tanker brigade.
Right. Okay. Awesome. And I'm wondering, if that's the same procedure they followed last time, or if that's.
I don't know. I don't know what the operation was last time, but we can ask Shane.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, the scope of it seems like you guys are out here for a lot longer. And so kind of telling people this is going to be, could you see?
I don't know how long it will be. I don't know how long they were on the scene last time. I know it was a long operation last time too. And from my own experience, big fires take longer to make sure that they're safe when they leave. So they don't go and find something that's rekindled and causes more damage. So they will make sure that that everything is safe when they leave.
Can you say anything about what started the fire yet?
No idea. That will be an investigation. Probably Novelis will handle.
Okay,
but you can ask the corporate
so
communications.
So it's unclear if Novelis or the county is going to deal with the investigation yet.
I will ask that question. Novelis Fire is the primary, was on scene first. They have their own fire brigade. The unified command was Scriba Fire in Novelis.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm trying to clarify. So the county versus that fire department versus the company leading. So you're thinking
it's a unified command, which means they share it.
Okay. So between Novelis and
Scriba Fire.
And Scriba. Okay.
So I spoke with one of the neighbors here. She's right there. She's pretty awesome. Her name.
She's letting us stand in her parking lot or driveway. So.
Yes. So I was chatting with Katie about how there was a fire down in Oswego on East 9th and Seneca Street this morning. And because she says the Oswego Fire Department's right down the road here. And she said it wasn't that quick of a turnaround because she said they were dealing with the fire down there and then had to get here. Can we confirm that?
I can confirm that there wasn't a fire in Oswego this morning. As far as response times or anything else, I can't. I can tell you that the fire departments were on scene quickly this morning.
Busy morning for first responders.
Yeah. Yep.
Anything else?
Sorry, can you tell me for the first, and maybe you don't know this also, but for the first investigation, do you know who did
on the first investigation? I don't know much at all about the first Novelis fire, or the September Novelis fire.
And do you have any update on how many people were evacuated from the factory? Can you say?
I don't.
Okay.
That's another question for Novelis. I don't know. I don't have any information about what's happening on the inside of the plant.
Who's Richard Bonner's on?
For that fire that Alexander was just talking about this morning, what was that? What time was that at? Do you know?
I don't, but I can find out. It was Oswego City. That's all I really know.
Yeah, we heard notes. It was around 7:55-esque area. All we know is that before there was a chunk of time in between those, and so fire personnel was down there, and then they had to get down here. That's the story that we've heard from neighbors.
That's a story Oswego Fire probably would be able to answer too, because if it happened in their city, they wanted to send people here. I'm sure Paul Canzone, the fire chief, would be happy to answer some of those questions.
You got it. And so I don't know if you know this, but
I'm sorry, I don't know a lot.
it's okay. It's okay. Question is, so for the guys who are gonna have to stay back, because last time I was out here on September 16th, I think it was, that Oswego was kind of heading the fire because they're the closest and things like that. Do we know who's going to stay on scene to make sure everything's
Don't
handled?
know, but I will tell you, this is in the Scriba Fire District.
So Scribo will.
I don't know who will. I don't know those kinds of things. And Shane is still busy, so he wasn't able to join us for this one. He would know those questions. But
Do you have any idea when we might be able to expect to hear from him?
I would guess he'd be available in his office tomorrow. I don't know that he's,
You don't think today?
I don't know if he'll be available
That's
today,
fine.
just because I don't know. Nobody really knows
Yeah.
how long the
Fair
operation will take.
Fair enough.
That's all I got.
That's all I got.
Sorry, I couldn't give you a whole lot more, but
No
you
worries.
know, we don't
more.
speak for Novelis,
Yeah,
You
no
gave
worries.
us more. That's what we wanted.
and we don't speak for Oswego City, but
Yeah, that's fair.
You
okay.
said you
No,
don't
I
have
s-
a lot of information regarding the first fire. Do you at least know what caused the first one?
I have no information. No.
Right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Terry.
Thank you.
I wish I
appreciate
did, but Novelis, they're that's a question for them.
Yeah.
And I gave you all